Right, everyone. Hidely ho there.
Hardly ho there.
This is an interesting edition of the Short Kings podcast because where are you right now, Stoney?
I'm currently sat in bed, Harry. Whereabouts are you?
I am also in my bedroom. We're on Zoom. We're doing
Why
a
is
Zoom
this?
podcast. I feel like you should explain to the
All right.
listeners why. Well, first, I think general chit chat. We all love him. War hero.
Yeah.
He's had medals and everything.
He has.
I feel like he may need to retire this week because COVID.
I think maybe COVID chat, maybe general chit chat would
Yeah.
come in with Mr. COVID.
I feel like they're
down.
linking arms.
They are right now. They're best buddies at the moment.
Yeah, so we're on Zoom, which is why the audio may sound a little bit different.
A little bit different.
A
We're
little
still
bit.
trying to use our mics and all that.
Yeah, well, we are using our mics.
We are. But I'm not sure if it's going to work, but we'll see. We'll
see.
find out.
I feel like we're very late on the Zoom thing as well, because at the start of lockdown, everyone was like, oh, Zoom podcasts, and now it's October, and we're like, we'll do one as well.
We'll do one now. We're a bit behind on the trend, but
we are.
You've got to wait for that quality sometimes.
It's gone down, but it's coming back up. That's what's happening.
Back up.
We're getting in.
Right back up.
So do you want to get straight into COVID chat?
So COVID chat this week.
Hit the jingle. Hit your...
COVID.
There it is, baby.
So, this week on COVID chat, we had some big news.
Large news.
You know how we're saying general chit chat and COVID chat were linking arms?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm in the middle of that arm link.
You are.
Because
as a hug, as a sandwich.
I was in bed, woke up on Monday morning.
Yep.
Felt fresh as a daisy.
Lovely.
Woke up, looked over at my mobile. I had a text. I thought, ooh,
Popular?
NHS.
Ooh, not popular.
Not popular at all. Thought, who's that? And why aren't my loved ones waking me up this morning? So anyway, check the text. El positivo. It said,
dearie me.
for COVID-19. So I've got it. I've got it, boys and girls.
He is.
So this podcast could be Short King soon enough.
Hopefully, not sooner rather than later. Later rather than sooner.
Yes, definitely.
But yeah, so how are you feeling? How are you? Talk me through your
It's all right. I've got a bit of a cough, but that's about it. I wake up every morning with no direction, no hope.
Oh.
One direction.
That's just you waking up normally. That's you every day.
With just no hope in life.
You wake up with no hope and no direction.
So yeah, it's no different to my usual life, to be honest. It's a bit boring. I've restarted Narcos again.
I started that.
Right.
Got like 20 minutes in and didn't watch any more of it.
Oh, it's absolutely brilliant.
Is
and I've realised I'm going to, after I leave, quarantine, I can leave my house.
Yeah.
I think I've got a week left because it's 3 days since, no, it's 10 days since she positive. So I was positive on Monday. So I think I've got a week left now of quarantine.
Okay.
And I'm going to leave. And Narcos has inspired me. I'm going to quit my job, and I think I'm going to start selling cocaine.
Well, interesting. I like it,
Harry.
I like that idea. Can you cut me in on that, maybe?
Yeah, we could be Coke Kings.
Oh, short Coke.
Short Coke.
I like that idea. So the podcast is no longer a podcast. It's actually a drug peddling.
Yes.
If you want it, you come to us.
We can say the deals we've got on this week, like 2 bags for £20.
Is that
I
enough?
believe.
Is that good?
Well, I'm not sure, Harry, but we'll have to find out. I
don't call you the
Hold on,
Pablo
quick
Escobar.
pause.
Oh, there it is.
There you go. There it is. There it is, boys and girls. COVID itself has spoken.
That's him. That's him there itself.
Hold on, Harry.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Pablo Escobar.
Yep.
Let's do a little Google.
Ooh. How tall is he?
How tall is Pablo Escobar? Let's Pablo
Escobar's
height.
Yep.
Is he a short king?
Is he? I hope he is. Guess
Drum
at
roll,
home. How tall is he?
5'6".
Yeah!
Get in.
Pablo Escobar is an absolute short king.
Pablo Escobar, what a short king.
Put him on the list of short kings along with...
We'll ignore his sort of narco-terrorism and all that.
Don't worry
blowing
about
up
that.
civilians, all that. Don't worry about that. He's a short king,
Short
guys.
king, let him off. I haven't been up to anything else really, Stoney. Apart from,
Really?
no, I haven't been up to anything.
Mm.
You've taken all the news this week.
I've got all the news on my side, but I've not been up to much.
No,
As we've just had about a 10-minute convo about
Narcos.
Narcos. So,
I've got none of the news and been up to nothing again.
well, have you been juggling much?
No, I've realised that there's not much to that. There's not much
I've
substance in juggling. It can't
right.
really take me anywhere.
There's not much progression.
Exactly. Well,
Mm.
I guess there is. You could go like swords and
Mm.
like then fire, but I don't really want to juggle swords and fire. Yep.
Hold on.
Stoney's
Sorry.
pausing. Stoney is.
I unplugged my headphones and now I can't hear you.
I could tell because you were just sort of nodding along. He was just sort of nodding
Wait,
along.
I think I've got it.
He cannot hear me at
Let's
all.
speak it.
He's just speaking.
There, we're back.
He's
We're back.
I'm in. I'm
I
back.
thought unplugging the headphones. I wasn't that bored by you speaking, Harry.
I could see you sort of like looking at something on your laptop, and you were nodding your head, and I was like, he's not. And then you weren't really responding. You're like, yeah, whatever.
Well, we've got you back, and that's the most important thing. One would assume that unplugging the headphones would automatically move to my speakers.
You would think that. However, as we found out, we're not the best with technology.
We're not. Although, we've got a cracking Zoom setup going here. Maybe, this is what I'm thinking for the fans, because I think the fans would really want this.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe a little clip on our YouTube, because you are recording the video as well.
Does it record the video as well?
I believe so.
Oh,
I don't know where it goes.
I know it records the audio.
So maybe we could, if it does record the video, we could show the fans our faces.
Hello.
Put a face to the name. Hello, folks.
Put a name to the face the name. Just that there's nothing. I'm in the lowest point of my room, and I've got things around me. I've got my sofa here because I have a sofa in my room because I'm in the ivory towers.
Yeah.
The sofa. Because I'm just trying to. Yeah, no, it's quite a big room. It used to be 2 rooms, but it was.
You do look like a real short king right now, because if you told me that you were stood up, you're not even taller than that sofa. So
no, I'm sitting down. It was to get the acoustics right or whatever it is.
Oh right, I haven't considered the acoustics of this bedroom, but I hope they sound okay.
Well, I'm just always thinking about the fans. That's me.
You are.
You clearly aren't.
That's who you are, Harry. You're just a man of the people.
This COVID chat. Oh no, because it was general as well, wasn't it? It was general
chit chat. General was
along with
COVID.
Yeah, so it sort of it got in. Is there any more COVID? Is there any more like worldly COVID chat? COVID news? Okay, so last week, Stoney, we talked a little bit about how Nottingham is in very bad lockdown.
Oh, indeed, we did,
isn't it? And one of my friends, we won't use his real name. We'll call him Jay. Jay from the In-Betweeners.
Yeah, good lad.
James Buckley, my friend. We'll just call him James. We'll just call him James. James Buckley. We'll call him James. So he's sent me a text because he listened to the podcast and we were talking about how Nottingham. So he's given me a little what's going on in Nottingham. So I'll read it out for you. Yeah, I'll read it out for you. Everything is looking pretty full down here. Interesting start.
Not sure what that means, but
this
okay.
This is at 1:10 in the morning, so I think he may have been
presumably drunk.
Had a couple. So everything is looking pretty full down here. Can go to pubs, but got to be in households, and the only fun I have is getting very, very, very drunk and watching Peep Show. And then he said, dull, not full. So it's all very dull in Nottingham.
It's all very dull.
Also, there's no mixing households unless you're outside. Then the rule of 6 is okay.
Oh, that's horrible.
So that's the update from James, not his real name. James Buckley.
Not his real name. James Buckley.
In Nottingham. So that's what's
happening. Our friendly In-Betweeners.
That's what's happening in Nottingham.
Well, I mean, so it's basically like lockdown, isn't it? Except you can still go in pubs with your household and that.
Yeah.
I mean, poor boy.
Poor boy, real poor boy.
Real poor.
Heart's going out to you.
I mean, getting drunk and watching Peep Show.
Absolutely not a bad way to spend your days. Not a bad way.
Sounds okay.
No.
And it's an excuse to not do anything.
Exactly. Yeah.
So one time in our lives where like for people in Nottingham, to go, right, I can sit down, put my feet up, and not feel guilty. In
Yeah.
fact, feel the opposite, feel moral.
Yeah, I'm saving lives.
I'm
I'm
saving
not doing
lives
anything right now.
by getting pissed and watching the Peep Show at home.
Yeah.
Not the Peep Show. That turns
Not
into
the
a whole
Peep Show.
different thing.
Yeah. That's just like an old man thing to say. You watching that The Peep Show?
The Peep Show.
Are you on the Facebook again, lad?
Well, that's what it was called originally. Facebook.
It was. I watched the film the other day.
Social Network.
Social Network. Good film. Good, solid film.
Jesse Eisenberg. What a player.
Real good actor. Justin
Real
Timberlake.
Good actor.
Do you have any other COVID news?
Well, it's not news. It's just I'll take you a run through, Harry. I assume have you been for a COVID test before?
I haven't. No need.
So I went with my sister and my dad.
Must be nice.
And I thought it shouldn't be too bad. I just thought you'd swab the back of your tongue and then just inside your nose.
Okay.
Technically you do, but it's a whole lot worse than that. Oh. So you're given this stick. It's about that long. For viewers watching, probably about 6 inches.
Okay. Yep. Let me just see how big that is.
Yep. Harry just checked his TV remote, which is
joke. Oh no! Yeah. Sure, kings everywhere.
So I got this 6-incher, right, and just rammed it down the back of my throat. Okay, just went for it.
Ooh.
And you meant to touch the tonsil at the back of your throat.
Oh God!
And I thought, oh, that is horrible. And I started going,
oh, you gag. You're a gagger.
So I'm sat in this car, right, gagging on this little stick, and I thought, what am I doing with my life? Sat there, and you have to keep it there for 10 seconds. So you're gagging on it, like with it, forcing yourself to shove it down the back of your throat. Horrible. And then you have to use the same end of the stick. It goes up your nose, but it touched my brain, I swear.
Oh, that's horrible.
And you have to swab it for 10 seconds. Oh,
that's horrible.
It was awful. And the only thing that I did enjoy about it was you sat in this car park, looking into the other cars and seeing these people gagging and shoving this thing up the nose. It is hilarious.
Everyone's in the same boat.
Probably like one of the nastiest 20 seconds of my life.
That sounds
hands
horrible.
Down.
That does sound
horrible.
But worth it.
But yeah.
Worth it in the end.
Well, I'd rather, I'm glad I know that I'm positive, but I'm not enjoying quarantine.
No.
We'll put it that way.
No. Well, not long left, Stone. You hang in there. You and James Buckley.
I'm hanging in.
Hang in there.
This podcast is going to keep me going, I'm sure.
You can listen to it. You listen back to it. You listen to it.
I will. The sound of my own voice, that's what I need right now.
Egomaniac. I think you may want to plug your earphones back in, Stoney, because there may be some echo.
Oh, yeah.
If you can hear me at the same time. I've heard it a little bit. I heard myself a little bit there.
That's correct.
There's 2 of me. This is just the... Yep.
That...
You can't hear me now. I can say anything. You couldn't hear yourself. That's why I've got one earphone on and one earphone off.
Yeah, that's clever.
That's why I'm the brains of this operation, mate.
There we go. I can hear you and myself.
Exactly. You've sorted it. COVID chat over? Are we done with COVID chat?
Should we do the jingle?
I'm just trying to think. Anything else? Nah. Yeah. Hit the jingle. Hit the jingle.
That's COVID done and done with.
Wrap it up.
COVID. Just a moment, I'm gonna have to.
Bloody hell!
It's not very nice.
Sort yourself out.
That's what it is. That's all it is. I feel fine.
Yeah.
But then I'll just cough my lungs up every now and then.
Good lord. That's the worst.
It's not great.
That's not good.
Right.
Well,
let's get into the topic this week, Harry.
What is the topic this week? Tell me.
Geography.
Geography.
Speaking of Pablo Escobar, Harry, I'm going to get a fact that's going to. I'm going to get a fact that's going to throw us right into it.
Oh, sexual.
Right. Colombia.
Yeah.
One of the most, in terms of its land,
okay,
one of the most Like they've got. I don't know how to explain
Are you
it.
okay?
They've got woods. They've got forest. They've got a bit of desert. They've got some rainforest.
They've got
You know what I mean? They've
diverse.
got a bit
They've
of
got diverse
diverse.
biomes, is
In
what
the
you're
words
trying
of
to
Ashley
say.
Banjo,
Diversity.
diversity.
Yeah, he
That's what
liked
they've
one of my
got.
tweets on Twitter.
Ashley Banjo.
Yep.
Really?
You know the viral one about the chase?
Ashley Banjo
Ashley
like
Banjo
that?
liked it, yeah, mate.
Tell the listeners about that tweet, Harry, about that viral tweet of yours.
I recorded. We'll come back to your. Was that all of your Colombia thing?
Basically, it's just the most diverse landscape in the world.
Ah, very good.
So there you go.
Well, yeah, my tweet, I recorded something on the chase and put it on Twitter. It was a guy very much overreacting to winning on the chase. And yeah, put it on Twitter. Got 26.2k likes, I believe, Stone. I don't check all the time. I don't count. I think right now 26.2k. So yeah, you know, bit of an influencer.
Don't let the fame go to your head, Harry. I don't want to see like sponsorships on your Instagram anytime soon.
It already has.
Oh, really?
Yep, I'm sponsored by the Chase now. Bradley Walsh comes and personally gives me 50 quid to promote the Chase.
Wow. Well,
every day.
Was that your promotion there?
Yeah, I'm really subtle with it now. I'll slip it into conversation. It doesn't even need to be like on social media or anything. I just slip if I'm at the pub. Just be like, "Did you guys see the Chase the other day?" And that's me done. Bradley Walsh is like,
"Beautiful. Sit back.
Play. Well done.
Get Walshy.
Get them talking about the Chase."
Yeah, sit back and relax. Well, don't sell your soul to the devil. That's all I'm saying.
No, I've sold myself to Bradley Walsh.
Bradley Walsh. Some say he is the devil.
Oh, nah. He seems all right. Oh, Bradley.
He's a good guy as well.
Stop talking shit about my sponsor. Get me in trouble. Geography. My God.
Geography.
Bring it back to the lovely subject of geography.
Yes. Well, so there you are. Colombia. The most diverse range of plants and everything on the earth. I think that's true anyway.
I don't believe you, yeah. That's, interesting.
Name a more diverse country. Bet you can't. I bet Russia's pretty diverse.
No, I think that's all snow. There's a lot of snow. It's cold, yeah. There might be greenery. Chernobyl's in Russia, isn't it?
Well, it's in Ukraine or something.
That was it.
Ukraine.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Ukraine.
Ukraine.
They were rushing to get out of Chernobyl, though.
They were indeed.
So sorry. Very sorry.
That was shocking. But no, yeah. So there's my fun fact about Colombia. They've got opium plants for the cocaine.
Oh.
They have marijuana plants for the marijuana.
That's pretty self-explanatory, that one, but yeah.
And they've got heroin.
For the
heroin. Heroina.
Heroina. I didn't know that about Colombia. Very interesting.
There you go. That's why they sell so many drugs, just because they've got them all.
They have so many.
Garden.
I genuinely, I didn't know that. I knew that it was a hot spot for drugs, but I didn't know that was the reason.
Yeah, that's exactly why. South America. Represent.
Represent? You're not from there. You're from Derby.
I've been telling you, Narcos has been going to my head, Harry.
It's a real influence on you.
Yeah.
Well, I saw, speaking of diverse landscapes, this is not a diverse landscape. It's a very non-diverse. What's the opposite of diverse? No.
Friedrich Nietzsche.
Is he a football player?
No, he's a philosopher.
We've
done that.
Oh, we've bloody shut up about him. No, I saw Planet Earth. Was it Planet Earth with David Attenborough?
Is that the one? I'm going to watch that tonight, funnily enough.
Yeah, it was about Antarctica.
Oh, right.
And how, because that's not diverse. It's very
ice.
It's all ice.
All ice.
It's all ice. And that's the one where there are penguins. Because there's North Pole, there's this divide between North Pole and South Pole of penguins.
There's a divide, a political divide.
Yeah, it's a real political.
Penguins against each other.
Yeah, no, there's one has polar bears, one has penguins.
Right, I see.
I think it's the North Pole has polar bears.
Okay.
And Antarctica has penguins.
Right, it's bold statements.
North Pole also has Santa.
Yeah, that's
true. Can't forget about.
Actually, he's in Lapland, Harry. I'll have you know. I've sat on his lap.
Oh dear, that's a. We don't need.
He had a nice white truck that he called Rudolph.
But there's still an ongoing investigation, so we can't talk to him.
Yeah, I can't say any more about that.
We'll save this for the Christmas episode, though. When we
We're
talk
still
about
got geography somehow.
Yeah, fuck. We're gonna get back to geography. What's your favorite? Oh, sorry. Keep going about Santa.
I'm gonna give up on that, Santa. What's my favorite? Hit me with the question.
What's your favorite country?
Favorite country?
Oh no, I'll rephrase the question. What's a country that you haven't been to that you'd really like to go to?
Okay. Well,
and why?
Colombia. No, but in all seriousness,
you know that it's the most diverse country in the world.
Me and Ashley Banjo.
Yeah,
Colombia.
You know.
What a trip that would be. Teach me how to do a backflip. No, genuinely though.
Yeah.
South America, maybe Peru or Chile, just somewhere, with a lot of greenery. Oy. Somewhere where I can get a hut, tree housey hut. Yeah. Sit there, get a nice cigar, Cuba maybe. Get a nice cigar. That would be nice. Sit there and just watch the birds.
Wait, oh, bloody lump. Oh, what a boy. If you go
those Peruvian birds, I tell you something.
If you're going to Chile, Stoney, make sure you bring a coat.
Oi. Chile. Why is that, Harry?
Because it's chilly. It's cold. Make sure you bring out gloves. Yeah.
Make sure you bring your salt. Because con carne, banging meal.
With salt on it.
Is chili con carne from Chile?
From Chile? No. Maybe? No. Why do they call it chili then?
Is chili from Chile?
You'd think chili peppers, that's from Chile.
Yeah.
The red hot chili peppers.
The red hot chili peppers.
They're from Chile, obviously.
They're from Chile. Well, yeah. So there you go.
I think Chile...
South America, Peru specifically. Because Eden Project as well has a little climate there. And a cracking climate.
What is the Eden Project? I don't know what that is. What is that?
You've never been? So in Cornwall, they have these big domes, right?
Okay.
Massive domes, like huge, like... I don't know how big they are, but they're very big.
Very large, yeah.
Very large. And you go inside these domes and they take you to a different climate. And so everything that grows there, so they have this South American dome, everything that grows there, it's like actual land that would be in South America.
Jesus Christ.
Because they control the environment and the atmosphere. It's unbelievable, right?
It's awesome.
And once you're in there, you don't realise you're in England. Because it's just so... It even rains there or something.
How
even if it's sunny outside, it's mental.
How big? Really big?
Really,
size
really
of,
big.
Give me the size of a city?
No.
School?
Maybe the size of, imagine the land of a secondary school.
Yeah.
That is big. Your way around those. Yeah. A huge dome that overgoes it all.
Bloody hell.
It's unbelievable. If you've never been, I recommend it.
No, I haven't been.
Cracking day out. But they have a South American climate, and it's got all the wildlife that would exist there as well. Oh, it's unbelievable. So I went there and I was like, right, I want to go to Peru. So ever since then,
Peru, Peru, here you come.
Peru, here I go.
That sounds nice. I don't like heat, really. I'm not the biggest fan of hot climates.
Well, yeah, it is. It's humid.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, but it does rain a lot, so you get nice,
it's hot rain.
Hot rain, it is.
Hot rain is just, you don't need to shower in Peru because it's just hot.
Yeah. It's hot rain. So
hot rain. Get your shampoo, some shampoo on, put your shower gel on. It's going to rain in a bit.
It's dangerous. It's red hot.
It burns you.
Burns your skin off. And
people can boil eggs outside in hot rain.
That's why I want to go there, just to burn some skin off in the hot rain. So, Ho, what about you?
I would like to go to Japan.
Oh,
well, I don't know. I don't know if I do. I like I like the idea of it, but then there'd be such a culture shock because they don't I wouldn't know the language or anything, and I wouldn't know if they would speak English, and I don't. Well, learning Japanese seems extremely difficult.
It's a long process, I imagine.
Yeah, and because it's all the symbols and stuff as well. And
scribbles.
Yeah, it is because they're not English letters. They're other symbols. So it's it just seems really hard But I'd like the idea of it. But I don't know if I do.
What annoys me, I'll give you a bit more time to think on which country, Harry.
Because I've given you Tokyo. Maybe not, though. Maybe.
Maybe not.
Nah. We'll learn.
So Japan, the thing is that annoys me is that instead of having letters that make up a word, they have letters that are a phrase.
Really?
You could have like a scribble thing, you know what I mean? They've got weird lettering over there.
Okay.
And that could mean the emperor's testicles.
I doubt they have. I doubt they have one that means that.
Honestly,
I didn't know that.
Mean all that. Yeah,
I didn't know that, and that's the place that I want to go the most. I know nothing about them. I also don't really like fish, and I assume that there'd be a lot of like sushi over there.
A lot of raw fish.
Yeah, so I wouldn't really like that. Maybe not Japan, but it looks nice, doesn't it? And like Tokyo looks like a lovely city and everything.
Yeah, it does.
I wouldn't mind it.
Have you ever seen An Idiot Abroad with Carl Pilkington?
I know it, but I haven't watched it, unfortunately.
Not the same country, but China. He goes there. And like, same etiquette in this regard. Mm-hmm. They have this thing where they eat their food as quickly as they can.
Yeah.
And that's like, so over here it's polite to eat your meal slowly and take your time with it.
Okay.
But over there, that would show that you weren't enjoying it. So it's polite over there to wolf your food down. And I used to like the idea of that.
Yeah.
And then I was sat in a restaurant, I can't remember when it was, but someone was doing it. They were eating the food as quick as they can, and they had noodles. And I thought about it, and I thought, imagine if everyone in that restaurant was doing that. I'd feel sick.
Yeah, you would. You would.
The whole time.
Yeah, it'd be an awful noise. I've heard that also, like, in some cultures, if you, like, completely finish your plate, that means that, like, you want more. So, like, if you completely finish it, they'll just keep bringing your food out. That sounds
worrying. You'd be fat.
I would just not. I'd just eventually be like, please,
stop.
I physically cannot eat anymore.
You say, surely that means that you'd be constantly and endlessly eating. Is there an end point?
Do you die? You just blow up of food. Thought of the country that I want to go.
Okay.
Not Japan. Scratch it off the list. I'm not going there anymore.
Fuck Japan. Hit me with it.
Cancel the plane tickets.
Yeah.
New Zealand. I want to go to New Zealand.
Oh, cracking choice.
I feel like New Zealand would be very good. I recently watched the Lord of the Rings films. And hold on, I'm going to burp. I burped. I watched thank you. I watched the Lord of the Rings film, and they recorded a lot of the Lord of the Rings films in New Zealand.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Lovely, beautiful places. It just looks very nice. So I'd want to go there.
They did The Hobbit. They've got all the little Hobbit homes over there.
Mm-hmm. It's a real place.
What a place for short kings.
We'd fit in so well. We just need to go and move in.
We need to rent one of those little Hobbit holes, sorry. That could be our stew. That could be our studio.
In New Zealand. Every Monday night. Right, gotta go record tomorrow, so gotta get a plane to New Zealand.
To a Hobbit hole in New Zealand.
Gotta go record with Stoney and Frodo Baggins.
Well, Elijah Wood could come on the pod.
Elijah Wood. Did you know, here's a fun fact about Elijah Wood. Nobody knows how tall he is.
Really?
Genuinely. Me and my mate looked it up once. We tried to look up how tall it was, and it was like, there's conflicting evidence as to how tall Elijah Wood is. Like, whenever he first started, he said he was 5'7", but some people think he's 5'6" or 5'5". So nobody knows how tall he is.
Well, as a Hobbit, I'd assume he was about 3'4".
Yeah, but they did camera wizardry. Not the only wizardry in Lord of the Rings.
No, there's much wizardry in Lord of the Rings.
But camera wizardry is the one they use to make poor Elijah Wood. He could be 3 foot. He could be 7 foot. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. He could be a basketball player, or he could be a dwarf. Well, that's interesting. And maybe if I ever become a celebrity, maybe I'd keep my height as an enigma.
Yeah, but then you'd think someone just like come. Imagine like you like kept it so secret, like people in the street were like attacking you to try and like measure how tall you are. Like pin him down, get the tape measure out, measure him.
I was thinking this. Surely Elijah Wood. Surely there's someone that knows his wife or husband or whatever. Surely they know how tall he is.
Nobody knows.
Or
How old is
so
he as
nobody
well?
knows.
He looks young. I
Nobody
have no
knows.
idea. Is he real? Is he a real person? They create him to make Lord
He's
of the
just
Rings, and then
CGI.
just threw him in the bin.
Well, have you ever seen Green Street?
I absolutely love Green Street.
Unbelievable.
I love it so much.
When Elijah Wood turns up and he gets into football hooliganism.
It is the best film. I absolutely love Green Street so much. Like, unironically, I really enjoy the film.
It's so good.
I'm not even into football that much, but it's just just an amazing film.
The guy's Cockney accent, the main guy.
Charlie Hunnam.
Charlie Hunnam, he's a Geordie.
Yeah,
but
away the lads.
I've seen him in Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah,
and his American accent is so much better than his Cockney accent.
Yeah, it's really weird.
It's like, right, mate.
Then have you seen like actual interviews of him as well? And he just doesn't sound.
No,
I don't know what his accent is.
Where's he from? Maybe that's an enigma as well.
The whole cast of Green Street, nobody knows who they are or what they are.
So if you haven't seen Green Street and you're listening, basically, the Hobbit from The Hobbit,
yeah, Frodo Baggins,
and Lord of the Rings, Frodo Baggins, yeah, that's it, and Charlie Hunnam, who plays the guy in Sons of Anarchy.
Nobody knows who Charlie Hunnam is.
Nobody really knows who he is. Basically, join up to be football hooligans for West Ham's football firm, and it's Green the maddest movie.
I'm forever blowing bubbles, Stone.
That's the one.
I'm forever
Pretty bubbles in the air.
Yeah. That and West Ham is a place in England, so it links back to geography. We've made the link. We've made the link. You've got some facts for us, as you always do.
I've got some facts, Harry.
The Short Kings podcast, famously known for their facts.
Their facts, they are indeed.
Learning. It's a learning podcast here.
So not only is this funny, it's also educational.
It's educational, yeah.
That's what we want.
That's what we want. That's the motto.
I'm going to minimise you, and I'm going to hope.
How dare you? Recording. How very dare you minimise me? Bring me back, you bastard.
You're still there.
Aha!
You're a midget. You're a hobbit in the corner.
Oh, love it. I'm a Short King.
So, Harry, this one really messed with my head.
Here we go.
Australia, just below the country you want to go to.
Just above it, you mean? Just above.
Is it?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Absolutely positive.
Right. Australia.
You don't believe me?
I definitely don't believe you. But we'll agree to disagree.
Yep, I'm right.
Australia.
Yep.
Big country.
Very big.
If I were to tell you it was wider than something, I'm not actually too sure what that means.
Wider?
It's wider than something. What would you think that it would be wider than? Give me just something. Another country, another...
wider than England.
Correct. But it's also...
wider than me. It's wider than me.
Australia is also wider than you and the moon.
Really?
The moon.
It's wider than the moon?
Wider than the moon. I assume that means...
Like length. Like
length? The girth of the moon?
If both were 2D images, it would be wider.
Yeah.
That's pretty mental, actually.
Which is quite crazy when you think about it.
How much? Like, are they like almost the same size, or is it just wider?
Harry, all I've got here...
I can't give you any other knowledge. It's just
all
wider.
I've got is... It's wider than the moon. Nothing else.
Australia equals wider than moon.
Yeah.
Hope for no further questions.
If that came up, what is Australia wider than? You know, moon. Anything thinner than the moon, it's wider than.
That's weird.
But then, that is weird. And also, I don't quite believe it.
I don't believe it at all. No, I think... Well, I always think the moon's quite small. I don't know why. I genuinely don't know why I think the moon's small, but I feel like the moon is quite a small thing.
I mean, the fact you can see it from here means it's got to be fairly large.
I'm not saying it's like really, really small. I know it is a bouncy ball. I know it is a large thing, but it's just I don't know. I don't know why I think it seems small, but it does.
We're scarily pressing against space, which will be another topic.
Which is another topic. So we'll back away from the moon. But Australia's apparently wider than the moon.
Apparently. Last thing I'm going to say is the moon is made of cheese. That's all I'm going to say.
Wallace and Gromit, they never lied
Wallace
to you.
and Gromit were correct. So, Harry, this one also messed my head. This one you're going to have to think about. I might even have to read it out twice.
Okay, here we fucking go.
In the Philippines, there's an island that's within a lake. Okay? Already, I don't know what that means.
So there's a lake and there's an island in the lake. Got you.
But there's more to it.
No.
So in the Philippines, there's an island that's within a lake.
Yep.
On an island that's within a lake. On an island.
Oh my god. Oh.
Okay. I'm sorry if I've really ruined your cognitive ability.
So there is an island.
There's an island.
And on that island there is a lake.
No. There's an island on stage that's within a lake.
Oh no, I was going back. I was working in. You're working out.
Right.
So there's an island
within a lake.
And on that island there is a lake with an island inside it.
Yeah.
With a lake on that island.
Yeah.
With an island inside that lake.
No. Because the initial island is within a lake. Oh, I see what you're saying.
I'm going in.
So you're working backwards. So there's an island.
No, I'm working forwards.
So there's an island. I'm going to go work from the back.
So so say I'm looking at it from space.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
A lake? No, an island.
No, you see an island that has a lake in it.
Yes.
That has an island in it.
Yep.
That has a lake in it.
Yep.
That has another island in it.
Okay. Yep. That's
crazy.
I don't like that one bit.
I don't like it. That's hurt my head.
It's lakeception. Lake and islandception.
Lake islandception. It is. It truly is.
Yeah.
What if you fell?
Stoney's going to fall asleep
in the
again.
Lake?
Which one? Which lake? Which lake are you falling in? Because there's
the
like
initial,
5 of them.
The first lake that's on the first island.
Okay.
If you fell in that,
you fell in that lake. Wait.
Are you fucked?
Wait. So wait. The first island is in. No, the first lake is in.
So you're walking on the island that you see from above. Yeah. You fall in the lake.
Well, then you can either swim back to the island or swim forwards towards a smaller island.
But then is that island underwater? It must be.
No. No, it's just an island.
But it's within a.
It's not underwater. It's just like how the first island is within the ocean. There is then a sea, then a lake, and then that island is in the lake.
No, you must be underwater. Because otherwise that island wouldn't be within the lake.
No. Do you know what an island is? Just like a piece of land. Yes, some of it's underwater. But like it's still like...
But you're on an island that's within a lake. You're on an island...
No, I want to get to the bottom of this. I want to get to the bottom of it.
The bottom of this deep blue lake.
It won't be underwater.
No, one of the lakes must be.
One of the
and thus 2 of the islands.
Why would it be underwater? It's not underwater. It's just because in the lake.
Right, you walk in. So there's an island.
There's an island.
It has a lake on it. And on that lake, there's an island on that.
Yes.
And then there's a lake on that island.
Yes.
On the lake of that.
Yes. And then there's another
lake on it.
Yeah. How were you confused by any of that?
I was thinking that...
You thought it was... What, did you think there was like waterfalls going down?
Yeah, I thought it was like they were underwater. But they still... Oh, God, don't ask me where my brain was.
You're an idiot. You were thinking of Atlantis.
So that's crazy. So do you reckon there's people that live on each island?
No. Because they would
to the bottom of that one.
They would get confused.
They would be. Where's your postcode?
Hold on. Are we underwater? Where are we right now? Which island are we on?
Maybe they're listening to this podcast thinking, "Shit, am I underwater?"
Which island am I? There's like an island hierarchy. The island within the very center of all the lakes. That's where like the king lives.
Yeah.
And it goes.
He's protected, like a big moat.
Yeah. Oh my! I actually want to visit that now. I want to go there.
Yeah. Right, this is
I want to
crazy.
find that. Give me another one. Hit me with it.
Russia spans 11 time zones. So listen to this, Harry.
Oh
At
my
one
god.
end of Russia, it could be
Okay.
7 in the morning
Yep.
and 6 in the evening on the other side of Russia.
Jesus Christ. That is a large country.
Maybe that's why it doesn't work as a country.
What do you mean it doesn't work as a country? As
It's
in,
just,
like, politically or?
yeah, politically.
Yeah.
Yeah, go with that, Harry. Just
well,
Russia,
it, well, it's in separate continents, isn't it? It's in
yeah,
Asia and Europe.
there's always a problem with Russia. And maybe
There
this is
is.
why.
Because
Maybe it's because they've settled everything in the evening and the others wake up and they haven't realised that it's been settled last night
like, hold
and
on,
they're
what's
still
what's
arguing.
happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they don't know, so it's everywhere. It's all over the shop. And how do you sit down and watch TV with maybe you've got a friend on the other end of Russia and you go, right, we'll watch this. One of you's watching it at 3 in the morning, the other midday.
That's a horrible system.
It's
Split it up
awful.
into different countries.
Yeah.
Surely split it up into different countries.
Russia does not need to be that big. That's taking the piss.
It is. They're being selfish. They're being
They are.
annoying. They're too big. We need to cut them down to size.
We really do.
Britain does. We need to declare war on Russia. I'm saying
We
it.
do.
I'm sick of hiding away from it.
Harry's called it. We were all thinking it. Russia's too big. I've said
Russia's
it.
too big. Cut them down. They're definitely wider than the moon. Russia is.
They're definitely wider than the moon.
100% wider than the moon. Would it be what? No. I always said,
Listeners, what do you think is wider than the moon?
Stoney, I almost said, would it be wider than Earth? I was like, oh, wait, no.
Hold on a second.
Obviously not.
No, so if Australia's wider. Oh, wait.
Oh, wait, no. That's our new
No.
segment. What's wider than the moon?
What's wider than the moon? Lots of things. The Earth.
The Earth. I'm going to go with the sun, I think, Stoney. That's my next one. Australia is wider than the moon. That's so
crazy.
I was just thinking when you said Earth, I was like, yeah, of course it is. And then Australia's such a small piece of it.
Yeah, it's that much of it. That much.
Literally, yeah.
Listeners, if you're listening, it's that much.
It's that much, mate. That is fucking Australia, man.
So there's some crazy geographical facts, Harry.
Good ones.
Now, some good ones, some scorches in there.
Yeah.
Now, I'd like you to tell me.
Personally, yep.
You personally, maybe listeners, if you're listening, can think about this one.
Okay.
Where's a place you've ever been on the earth, right? Maybe on holiday, maybe on a trip, whatever.
I'm thinking already.
And you've heard all that about it, all talk. This place is amazing. You need to go here. You need to visit it. You've gone there, and it's bit shit.
Oh, I don't know.
Because I feel like there's a lot of places on this earth that look cracking on a Michael Palin documentary.
Yeah, I agree. And then once you get
visit,
there in person, it's not that. It's not all
shit.
it's cracked up to be.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I've been to America. America was good.
Yeah.
I've been to a couple places in America. I've been to Las Vegas. Very nice. Very hot. Oh, so hot.
I've heard it's too hot.
It's just that it is too hot because it's just in the middle of a desert, and it was so weird flying in because it was like desert, big bloody city with casinos and everything, just plonked in the middle of the desert. It's madness, but that was lovely. Very hot. And then like whenever we went interrailing, Amsterdam was lovely.
That's a cracking city.
Berlin was nice.
Berlin,
Prague was nice.
Berlin, I always think, just a lively place.
Yeah.
Just good fun. Good fun.
A lot of culture.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've got a story about Berlin.
Oh, I just thought of a story.
Go for one.
Okay, all right. Well, it was to fit in. So on interrailing, me and my 5 friends, we went to Split in Croatia.
Right. Lovely.
And in
lovely place.
Split, yeah, it is. It was very nice. Hot, very hot.
Very hot.
And there was an island called Hvar, which
I went there.
You've been there, yes.
Yeah.
And that was you gotta go. It's a party island. You gotta go. It'll be mental. So we were like, all right, yeah, we'll go. We went during the day. We got on like a morning boat from like 10 o'clock in the morning. We went there to Hvar. And we were just kind of like walking around. And we were like, yeah, it's all right. I'm like, should we go get a drink somewhere? It's like, yeah, all right. And everywhere was just really, really expensive. and then we looked for like when the next boat back was, and it was like at either 4 p.m. or 6 a.m. the next morning.
Oh no!
So you had to stay all night, and we were like, shall we just sort of go back to mainland at 4? And we were like, yeah, all right. So we went to this amazing party island for like a couple hours during the day.
During the afternoon.
Didn't have a single drink because it was far too expensive.
Oh,
We
fuck.
like sat on a wall, and like some of my mates went into the sea, and like the rest of us just kind of sat on a wall, sober, not buying anything because it was really, really expensive. So that was a place that was very much hyped up, but through no fault of it, it was our fault. It was not what it was cracked up to be.
So that was all context that it was that shit.
Yeah, but nowhere I've been have I thought, nah, not for me. This I've liked everywhere I've been.
Good. That's lovely to hear.
I'm a happy man,
I've got a few places.
Yeah, I've got every single place
every place I've ever been. The first one, right, is Amalfi Coast, right?
Where's that?
And it's in Italy. I think it's the south coast or something, or the west coast, or the east coast, Harry. Could be one of those three.
It is a coast of Italy.
In fact, I think it's the west coast. So you know how you've got like your boot shape.
Yeah. It's on the toe.
It's on. Well, no, yeah,
the
down
shin.
the other. The shin. It's on the shin.
It's on the shin of Italy. Got you.
So went there on a family holiday, and it's one of those places that, you know, a good influencer absolutely loves.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
It looks beautiful on an Instagram story.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Ooh. How old were you whenever you went?
I was only, I think, almost 17, almost 18.
All right.
Or recently turned 18, in fact. So, you know, it wasn't, I did go with my family, so it was a family holiday, but there wasn't anywhere for young people to congregate there. Because the whole thing is built into, like, the cliff sides.
Ooh, so that sounds lovely.
It was lovely. And the apartment we had, like, looked over the sea.
Oh, my goodness me. And this is a place that you didn't like.
You had to walk down to the apartment, and we had this huge, like patio balcony and like 3 tiers to it. It was unbelievable, right?
Oh my god!
And I sound like this the most spoiled little.
You really do. This sounds amazing.
But it was shit, right?
I hated every minute of it.
So as I say, it's built into the cliffside. You want to go and get a cheeky little Italian espresso?
Yeah.
Best believe you'll be sweating your arse off because you've got to climb vertically upwards to get to the cafe.
What?
You know what I mean? It's literally
up
everywhere.
The stairs.
A 5-minute walk is like climbing Kilimanjaro.
Oh, okay.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's about 40 degrees.
Oh, beaches, not for me.
All pebble beaches.
Ooh.
Right? So no sand, can't relax on them unless you buy a bed.
Yeah.
So if we're a family of 4, we've got to buy 4 beds for €20 each.
Bloody, that's quick maths.
Ridiculous.
€80.
So the only thing to do there is just try and spot celebrities. That's it. Or influencers.
Did you spot anyone?
I think, if my memory serves me correct, do you know the ice skater, Torval and Dean or something?
I do, but both of them.
One of them was there.
Torval and Dean was there.
Torval and Dean. Not on ice skates. I'll tell you that. Far too hot for it.
You're trying to go up the stairs. Torval, no.
That would have made it harder.
You're not going to do
it. So, yeah, went there. I mean, whatever situation I was in, if I whipped my phone out and took a photo, people would think I was having the best time ever. Flip the photo around, see my sweating face, struggling, angry, poor skint from one sunbed. Disgusting. Just practically, probably the worst place I've ever been to.
That does sound,
visibly, aesthetically, cracking.
Lovely. But in practicality,
a
lot of leg
and
work.
It was also one of them. You couldn't go and get a £1 sausage roll to have your lunch that day. Everything had to be like gourmet pasta. It was like, I'm sick of it.
If you've got, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this lovely food with these lovely sights. I'm sick of it. I don't want it anymore.
Too much.
I don't want it.
Yeah. Okay. So, any more geography? Favorite mountain, Harry?
I am a sucker for Mount Everest. I got to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I like the plain stuff.
It is the obvious one because
It is the obvious.
Is it the biggest?
Oh yeah, mate.
I believe it's the biggest.
It's the biggest one.
See, Harry, as a real Short King podcaster, I'd hope you go for something slightly smaller.
But then, when does a mountain become a hill?
A hill.
When are you just looking at hills and being like, "That's my favorite mountain"?
I mean, I live up a lane, and I'm going to go for that. That's my favorite mountain.
I used to really be obsessed with Mount Everest because I used to be obsessed with the Yeti.
Oh,
I used to really be obsessed with that and like Bigfoot and stuff. So I used to love Mount Everest so much. I used to be like, "Oh man, the Yeti is fucking sick."
Are there Yetis on Mount Everest?
That's
right.
I think so. Well, no, because they're not real. But like, I think
a Yeti's real.
No, they're
not.
No, idiot boy.
The big hairy things. I've seen a Yeti. I'm sure I've seen a Yeti.
You've just seen a hairy man. No, it's like they're like the snowy Bigfoot, and Bigfoot aren't real. Or snowy Bigfoot,
right. I knew Bigfoot wasn't real. I just thought that was like some monster Yeti that people had made up.
No, Yetis aren't real. There's a ride in Disney World about a Yeti, but that's not real either. That's animatronic. No, but
is the ride real?
The ride's real.
It's not also a myth, is it?
Yeah, it's not. There's a secret ride.
I don't know who to believe now. But wow, no, Yetis aren't real.
I think walking up a mountain, like any mountain, must be just fucking hard. I've never done it. I bet you've walked up mountains, haven't you? I've
done a Snowdonia in Wales.
Must be nice, mate.
It was all right. It just got colder and colder. And the thing is, you know it's getting colder. So you're like, it's not getting better. It's getting colder and harder to breathe in.
Yeah.
So, my dad has done Kilimanjaro.
Has he actually?
It's like a proper one, I think.
That is a proper. That is a real mountain.
Proper mountain. It's not my lane. That is a proper
mountain. That's a proper mountain.
You say I've walked up my lane every day, Harry. So
yeah, fair enough. Whenever I walk up your lane, I am out of breath by the top of it.
It's basically a big hill, if not a mountain.
Yeah. I didn't know your dad had done Kilimanjaro.
Yeah. So he said the crazy thing was you literally go through different climates. So when you're at the bottom, you've got
the Eden Project.
Like the Eden Project.
Cool.
So at the bottom, you've got like it's like Africa.
Yeah.
So it's monkeys, the wildlife, trees and that. Yeah. Nice trees, very hot. And then you go up and you just go from
you get Derby.
And then suddenly, in one day, he's gone from that to like snow.
Oh, that's mental. That's weird. That's crazy. Really weird.
Yeah.
That is odd how it shifts from hot to cold.
Snowy monkeys.
Snow monkeys. Yetis. Small Yetis.
Small Yetis. They're the short kings of the Yeti world.
They are.
Monkeys.
Snow monkeys. Also, may not be real, but who knows?
No, they're a myth. Like the ride at Disney World. Disneyland.
Disney World.
It's like Jurassic Park.
We always get back to Jurassic Park on like every single podcast. We've brought it back to Jurassic Park.
We need a dinosaur special episode. The way this is going.
I mean, we already had I should have looked up more about the fossils and whether they are in fact real. You should have left it on a cliffhanger on whether or not fossils are real.
I like it as a cliffhanger. Fossils may or may not be real.
May or may not be real. Well, I think we've covered geography pretty well.
I think that's it done. We've gone for everything.
Mountains,
shit countries,
Colombia with the different climate.
Yeah. Ashley
Banjo, world-renowned geography. Right, here we go. Speaking of world-renowned geography men, David Attenborough. What's your opinion on him?
How have we not touched on him?
How have we not touched David Attenborough?
How have we not touched
him?
Well, he's old now, isn't he?
I think he is pretty old.
There's not much you can say about him. Bit of a national treasure. Did some cracking TV shows. Always 100. He's never not been 100 years old.
He's always been very, very old. He has,
hasn't he?
I'm looking up his height right now because I want to see if he's a short king.
He could be a short king.
I don't think he will be. I think he'll be an average sized.
I reckon he was posh back in the day, so he had a good diet.
He's 5'10".
He's 5'10". Fuck off, David.
He is average.
Get Elijah Wood on.
Yeah. However, another link to Jurassic Park. David Attenborough's brother, Richard Attenborough, is in Jurassic Park. We brought it back.
What a boy!
Dick
Not even Google if we won't even Google if he's a short king.
No, we know he is.
We know he is.
Richard Attenborough, yeah, he's a short king.
Is he?
Yeah, we'll put him in the roster.
He fought some pretty big dinosaurs, Harry.
He fist fought them. We've seen Jurassic Park. We know. He fist fought them.
Well, I think that brings us to the end of geography.
It is. Phil, yeah. Geography's over. Well done.
Geography's over.
We did it once again. We've completed another subject.
We have. So all you have to do is listen to this podcast, and slowly you'll get a knowledge of everything in this universe.
Everything you need to know.
Everything you need to know. Everything. So I think we've covered it. Thanks for listening to the ramble there, really.
You're not wrapping up now. We've got other things to talk about.
Harry has frozen.
You've frozen a little bit as well. You've frozen for me. You've frozen like the cake. Can you hear me still? Oh, God, he can't hear me. I don't think Stoney can hear me. Stoney, can you hear me?
Oh, he's back.
He's back. All right. Whoa. That was
scared
close.
me.
That was good. You know
my
what?
internet connection is unstable.
Oh, God. You know why that happened? It's because you tried to wrap up early. We're not done yet.
That's true. I wasn't trying to wrap up. I was trying to wrap up.
Sounded like you were. Okay, that's fine. Topic wrapped up. Stoney.
Yes.
Film review time. Last week, you've had ample time. I love it. The look on his face. It's the same every week. It's the same every single week. It's the sort of squinting eyes and just sort of like, oh shit, I forgot again.
Harry, I'm just going to say.
What did you think?
How is this a film review? Because I've not watched one yet.
He hasn't watched a single film. Apollo 13, that was the one from last week. You've had ample time. This ain't good. He's fiddling. Stoney's fiddling with his Wi-Fi now, so he doesn't have to give his review of a film he hasn't seen. He's like, "Oh, Harry, you're gone, mate. I can't hear you."
Here we are.
He's back. He's back. I hope it records through all that.
I do too. We'll find out.
We will find out.
So Apollo 13. Well, from memory, when I watched it about 5 years ago.
Leonardo DiCaprio is great in it.
Oscar-winning performance from Leo DiCaprio. Kevin Bacon.
He's in it.
Young in that.
Young man, he is.
Very handsome compared to the
to
the E adverts he does.
He's still handsome there, but he's a different type of handsome.
He is. He's
sort of like an older. He's a DILF. Whereas back then he was like, oh, Kevin. Yeah.
He's more like a wise old goat now.
Yeah. He is.
You see what I'm doing?
Time, Kevin Bacon. You're changing the subject from the film that you haven't watched again.
You think we're on course to talk about the film, but no, Kevin Bacon's stealing.
And it's like, oh, maybe we're still talking about the film because we're talking about Kevin Bacon.
Never know.
But we're not.
We're not. So yeah, Kevin Bacon's good in it. When they get home, it's a great moment.
Yeah. Do you remember the story?
Yeah, because they go on that. Oh, the best thing is in that film.
Here we go.
When they go in, they have to because they can't land on the moon because they don't have enough fuel.
Well done. That is the main.
So they have to get projected.
Yes.
By the moon's gravity.
Yes, they do.
By the moon's gravitational pull. Yeah. And fired back towards the Earth, which is insane.
That is cool.
Relying on gravity.
Yeah.
To catapult you back to Earth.
And it worked. It worked.
I'd be scared personally.
Oh yeah, imagine being up in space without any form of guidance or anything like that. That would be scary.
Well, me and my dad are watching this on Netflix. It's this Challenger, about the Challenger that blew up. You know, the one that blew up and they're all there to watch it.
Yeah.
And there was this thing where they got a civilian to just go up on the flight, and it ended up being a teacher.
Yes.
She was meant to give a lesson when she went up there. And it's like millions of people applied for it. No chance. I'd be saying, fuck, especially that early on in space technology.
No way. I wouldn't want to do that. No way. I wouldn't be comfortable with it now.
No way.
Just going up into space, just being like, Yeah, just go up. We'll bring you back down. I don't trust Elon Musk as well as far as I can throw him. I hate him.
Certainly not.
Can't trust him to name a child a correct thing. I'm not trusting him to put me into the atmosphere and bring me back down again.
Elon Musk had turned me into some sort of AI creation, I feel.
He turned you
Just
into
like
a robot. Yeah.
His slave robot. So
yeah. Well, that's Apollo 13. You did well.
I remembered a fair bit.
You did. I'm surprised. You did remember.
There you go. I basically watched it.
Tom Hanks?
He's in it, isn't he?
He's the main person.
Well,
you didn't touch on poor Tom at all.
No, Tom Hanks, good actor. I feel like he's one of those actors always gives a solid performance. Don't need to say more, no less.
Great.
Not a short king, unfortunately. But
no, he's a big tall boy.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
That's the two different things. There's short king or big tall boy.
Tall boy.
Big tall boy, short king.
Maybe we should recruit. Obviously, this is more of a business now. Maybe we should recruit some like a brother podcast, but called Tall Boys.
Tall Boys.
And every now and then we collab. If you're a couple of tall boys out there,
oh yeah, hit us up.
Hit us up. Send in your application. We'd love to talk to you. We could have a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You know, giving an interview to a couple of tall boys, asking them what it's like.
Yeah.
To be there. Hi.
What's the weather like up there? Bloody got you, mate. I was thinking instead of a geographical film, I think for next week, because you know what is happening next week on Saturday.
Oh, is that film coming out on Sky?
No, it's Halloween.
There you go.
Halloween next Saturday.
Next Saturday?
Next
Will I be
Saturday.
out of quarantine?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, fantastic. We could do a Halloween special then, Harry.
That's what I'm thinking. So for next week, I want you to watch a scary film. Any scary film. Any scary film.
Does Scary Movie count?
No. An actual scary film.
All right, then I'll watch one.
Next week we'll talk about Halloween and scary things and things that scare us. And scary films.
Seeing as I've got free reign, maybe I will be more inclined to watch the film this week.
Because
you can't give me much more, can you?
No, I can't. Just watch anything, please.
Watch a fucking movie.
You've got nothing else to do.
It's not the hardest homework I've ever been given.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it's just your inherent disrespect for authority.
Yeah.
Telling you what to do. So
Fuck
you're like,
the system,
no
Harry.
way. Fuck the man. So yeah, watch a scary film.
All right, a scary film.
We'll get ready for Halloween.
Okay, well, tune in for that one next week. You've come to the end of the geography special. Tune in next week for the Halloween special.
Spooky special.
Spooky special.
The SS.
Season.
No, wait, we shouldn't call it that.
I change my name on Twitter every Halloween. Or shall I leave it as a surprise?
I think I remember, but I can't remember what.
Oh, Harry, you've broken up.
Oh, Stoney's frozen again. It's a good thing this is happening at the end of the podcast, not during it. Hold on, we'll just wait for him to come back. He's frozen with his hand over his mouth. It's weird that I can still hear him, but he can't hear me. There he is.
Oh, hello.
There he is. He's back.
I'm back.
You change your. Oh god, my laptop's on 19%, and it's just dropped into like dark mode to try and save
dark
energy.
Mode. Right. Well, let's wrap this shit up.
Yeah, you were going to talk about your Twitter handle, how you change it every year.
Well, I think I'll leave it for next week. So, you can guess.
I think. Guess. I do. I remember. I know what it is.
Okay.
I know what it is. It's horrible.
So instead of, it's not Tom Stone.
No, yeah, I know what it is. I know what it is. It took me 30 seconds to try to figure it out. Oh wait, yeah, I've got it. Okay. I can't do anything with mine.
Harry, poor people are scary.
Yes, they are. I'm terrifying. I'm the scariest person ever. Okay, well, this has been the Zoom geographical special.
The Zoom geography / COVID special.
Yeah, of the Short Kings podcast.
I think I'd like to leave with a message for the listeners.
Here we go. What else? That's it.
Wear a mask.
There we go. Love it.
Wear a damn mask.
Wear a goddamn mask. That's all you need.
That's all you need from me. Otherwise, you'll have that slight intermittent coughing that I have. And it's not good to live with.
It's not nice. Not good to hear.
Not good to hear.
We're done. We've been
We've been short kings.
Oh, are you saying it or am I saying it? Somebody's my only thing. No, you can end it. You can end it.
Okay. No, I'll do it half. We've been short kings.
And you've been you.
Thanks.
Thanks.